Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. The Blue Devils will kick off first, and here we go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Warren. Pocket breaking down. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. Might be changing the route. Running inside. It's Ford. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Stanford quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Stanford comes up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Blue Devils offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. If you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Caught in the backfield, it's Campbell. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injured Blue Devil on the play. And the Blue Devils come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Unloads quickly. Across the 35. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
He's got it on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Trying to wear down this defense. The seventh play of the drive. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice 3rd down conversion, and now set up 1st and goal. This offense has a chance to really make a statement.
DB's right up on the receivers. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Warren. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hall. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He'll take it on the return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David.
Snags it, and he's open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Off play action. Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To the air, it's Warren. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on 1st down and a quarterback hit on 2nd down. Got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his man. It's Nicholas. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
They'll go right back to it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got
makes the catch and he's free. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Stanford going back to work with another first down. They'll give it to him again. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. There he goes. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Right back to him on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Flips it out on the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! A great catch and run for 6. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
The Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots and try to make some plays and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Third down play from the gun. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half with the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these two quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on third down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Motion from the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, we've seen this all night long. The defense closing in on these throws. The windows are constricting so quickly. It's been a tough night at the office for this quarterback, and he gets another one knocked to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Takes a hit as he fires. Working on the right. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Stanford wants to push the pace. To the air on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Punt is on its way. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Let's go down to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, down here on the Duke sideline, a developing story for you to be aware of. They're about out on the field right now, but both wide receivers have been going through some high high wear and tear. I've seen the athletic trainers meeting with them, talking with them, and working through some issues. They are back out there on the offensive side of the ball right now. We'll see if they can fight through this here in the game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just feeds to running back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understand.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Now on the option. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Looking for a man. It's Warren. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. This time he's got his man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here's the heat. Sack, this defense all over it.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Connection to the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Snap in the shotgun. Oh, they're after him. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Cardinal. They take the... The 6. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Little. Out across the 30. Steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
He's looking deep. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Duke. Once he... Extra point here would tie the game.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The run inside. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Right back to the well. Plows through the defense. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Scanning the field, it's Warren. Got it in the middle, it's Hall. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Here's the pressure.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realized
they've got a 1st down here. Want to start his bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Ford. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Breaks the tackle. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. There's a crease. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Gives it on the option. Makes one man miss. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. The officials stop play here as they check on the injured Cardinal player. So now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Campbell. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And now they take the lead.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. They'll run the option. Turning it on. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Ford. Across the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, trailing late here in the 4th quarter, what an effort catching the ball in the middle of the field, knowing he's got to try to save as much clock as he can, and he's able to get himself out of bounds and do just that. That was incredible.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. run inside. It's 4. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Warren. He's going to run it. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the 4th quarter, 1-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. From the gun, looking for a man. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Stanford! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect.